That preview right there is gonna be my hype right there, man. I'm gonna lose my mind in this upcoming episode, bro. I'm sorry. I've been. Y'all know me. I love Sun and Moon. It's my favorite post reboot series, like favorite one out of everything post BW or post DP going into BW and onward. Sun and Moon is my personal favorite. So when I see that they're going to adapt the story that I think a lot of us have been hoping to see in the Sun and Moon anime series, now being addressed in JN, especially knowing that Aya Matsui is going to help out with this episode, which if you guys know your Sun and Moon lore and stuff and all that, you'll know how much of a big deal having Aya Matsui in hand is really meant to be when it comes to these kind of episodes. So I am looking forward to that. I am legitimately looking forward to what this episode could offer. But let's go back real quick and take this opportunity. Let me go and close the thing right now. Although I am being told that there was a apparent second trailer that we need to watch. So let me go and unlock that real quick. Hold on. KG, be sure to watch this trailer. I got it, homie. Hold on. Let me see what's going on here. All right. Hold on. Let me just close this here. Hold on a second, chat. I hope you guys do not mind. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Let me see. It's this one, right? All right. And I'm also going to share this with the... oh, well, everybody just left. All right, never mind. We're going to share nothing with nobody. Let's get it. All right, let's see. No, just disconnect. There we go. Okay. So... let's also watch this real quick. A lot of people are telling me that this is a new trailer that dropped, and it looks like Go's all by his lonesome ass self in this one. So let's go and take a look and see what this trailer has to offer real quick. All right. Oh, we're finally getting the Reggie shots here. Okay. Oh, hey, they're back. Oh shit, they're back. Those two. That would have been more impactful had those characters been introduced early on. Had this like whole challenger system had been introduced super early on and we got to see more of it in the show and brought those characters back again. I feel like that would have been super impactful than what being like, oh look, they're actually coming back. But whatever. Getting back to this. Okay, that was the first mission. They're recapping all the missions that they've accomplished so far. How many missions did they actually do? Let me see. 4. Wait, there was only 5 missions? There was only 5 missions so far? Oh. Yeah, this is the shot right here. He's the Master's 8, guys. The Project Mu 8's right here. Look at that. Oh man, Journey has had a Jesus, but like, look, you got the first. I didn't even take a look at this. First place is Gary. Second place is that new chick. I think her name was Layla or something. Third place is Tokyo. Fourth place is that dude. And then we have generic NPC 1, generic NPC 2, and generic NPC 3. And then after that we got Go. Was I supposed to feel something for this trailer? Just out of curiosity? I'm really asking. Was I meant to feel something for this trailer? I'm really wanting to know about that because you were. You were, but it's not surprising you did it. Man, listen, I'm just baffled that something as awesome as a concept like Project Mu has really felt so underwhelming, but at the same time has pleasantly been good, if that makes any sense. Like, I like the episodes that we tend to get with Project Mu. I think my big issue is not necessarily the episodes, but more so the scale of like the Project Mu concept in itself. this was like one of those rare occasions where we got to see a ranking system, where we got to see who's ranked with the most tokens. And I would have really loved to have seen that be incorporated early on in the series with Project Mu, to see how Go is ranking up, how things are being structured right now, to get that sense of anticipation, and also a sense of worriness, because Go in this one, he's in 8th place. He is right there, like literally at the edge to lose it all if he doesn't succeed. If this episode that had just dropped had not given him those 2 tokens, he would have had only 5. And if you were being eliminated with just 4 tokens or less, like that's how much of a bigger gap he would have had to feel in terms of like, I think that's the thing. The episode would have been more tense if they straight up told to Go, like, oh, if you got 6 tokens or less, you're out. Because then Go would have been like, oh shit, if they didn't give me those 2 extra credit tokens, I would have been out. And that would have been the end of the story for my Project Mu goal. Think about that. Like, that would have just been a big moment for Go to realize that how lucky he was to have barely survived it. But because it's only 4 tokens and he's already 7 in, even if he lost this fight and didn't get any tokens, he still would have been in there. But he still would be, of course, feeling the pressure of knowing that he's right at Edge's seat to know that he's going to get eliminated very soon. You know what I mean? So I really... Once again, there are things about this episode I like. I'm just not a really big fan of it just being all, oh, hey, we're going to make this tense moment. Only one victor can come out on top. Oh, it's going to be for whoever it is. Like, if Tokyo withdrew from that battle, would he still be in 2nd place, or would he just been straight up eliminated and then he wouldn't even get those tokens to begin? Like, there are so many weird things I'm thinking about with this episode, man. I liked how this episode went. I just feel certain things should have been rewritten a little bit more differently. Like I said, I think it would have been a little more tense for Go's character if it had been 6 tokens or you get eliminated, or something like that, and he has 7. That would have made such a big difference there. I mean, just think about it. 1 point difference lowered Go 4 ranks. Well, it's not even 4. Hold on a second. Let me get the shot real quick here, because I want to make sure on something. In the final shot where we get to see the tokens, he's technically, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's tied in 7 right there, with another character. So he's like technically one of the last ones right there, along with the other 7 coins. So yeah. If Project Mu was introduced early on during the beginning of the series and the ranking system during the beginning of Project Mu's arc, maybe we could care. Tied for 7, yeah, so... I don't know, man. I really don't know how things are going to shape up with this one. Like I said, I still like the episode. I just feel certain things should have just been written a little... Because it's not like... here's the thing. Yeah, he's in 7th place, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's like... dead last in terms of like the new goal. You know what I mean? Because he might just be in the middle spot. There could be other characters that we didn't see on screen who have 5 tokens or 6 tokens, but they don't show it on screen. So that's the idea I'm trying to say. If it had been literally a 1 point difference and he would have been eliminated then and there, and it showed like he was actually in dead last, even though he might be tied with other characters, that in itself could add a little bit more attention for Go. I do like how the episode ended. I really do. I think that the way the episode ended was really super solid, because it ended on a very somber note for Go's character. And I think a lot of us can say that, given how little time we got left with Project Mu and with the series in general, that we all thought he was just going to win, because the story needs to move forward. But they had the guts to still incorporate a loss for Go in this moment and still make it feel like a natural progression despite that, which kudos to them. I'll give them credit where credit's due. I like that. The concept of the fight as well in the ship was also really good too. Let it be clear. Like, I really like how they incorporated the whole teamwork. You don't necessarily always need to fight independently. You can work with other people there, and you both can work together to get to the very end. Like they did that here. We got to see a lot of 2v2s going on, which was really great because we really get to see a lot of 2v2s within the show itself when it comes to double battles and whatnot. So I really enjoyed that. Go never battled, so him winning wouldn't make sense. But he's also fighting against an opponent who doesn't like battling either. So I mean, it's kind of evens it out. You know what I mean? It's whichever side of the coin or the scale lands on first. So that's that kind of situation. Uh, but yeah, if I like I said, I enjoyed the episode, but I feel certain things could have just been handled a little bit better. And also, look at Gary's goal. He got like 12 coins ready. It seems like he's already set to go. He doesn't need any more tokens. He could just do whatever the hell he wants. He got enough tokens to last him throughout the rest of the mission because it seems he maxed out. Also, the two new characters that we got introduced, I like them. I really do. They're sneaky assholes. I like that. I just wish they had done a little bit more with them as well. Yeah, Gary has the maximum amount of tokens. Exactly, exactly. They have the max already, so it's like he's just gonna be shooting the shit with the next episode. Like I don't care if I don't win. I want to make sure you lose. Go is gonna be that episode. I can tell you right now. That's how it's gonna be. Gary's gonna be like, I'm gonna make sure you lose. So even though I win this, it doesn't really matter because my token count won't really change. But I want you to lose or some shit like that. He's gonna be a snobby asshole, and then at the end of the episode, he's gonna be like, "No, I just did that to test you" or some shit. That's how Gary kind of is. So we'll see. That is why I said Gary's basically goes Leon. Yeah, I guess so. Was there a poster for this by any chance? Because if they made one for Ash and the Masters 8, I would like to think they would make one for this, right? With Go, Tokyo, Gary, and those two new characters that are introduced alongside with like the Reggie Lecky, Reggie Drago, right? I don't know. Nope. Wow. Really? No, nada. Okay. I don't know. I thought that I thought they would do something extra for that. If they posted they had Cora at most. Okay. No, not much more can be said about the episode when it comes to my thoughts anyway. That's just all I have to say for now currently. I found it more enjoyable than what I thought it was going to be. I already came in this episode with super low expectations. So to come into this and then find it to be a little bit better than I had hoped. So maybe that might have helped as well. I just feel really bad because like I'm more inclined and focused, especially with the opening update that incorporated the Masters 8 and incorporated like all the characters that are going to be in there. I'm more excited for that and the potential that could have than goes Project Mew right now. But I think it's also because there's just a lack of excitement with the potential of Project Mew. I mean, it's Reggie Draco and Reggie Lecky. I feel like there should be more excitement for the fact that Go's going up against a legendary like that. But yet I don't feel it. There's something missing. I don't know what. But I really gotta admit though, you're just bouncing around back and right. I really liked that they actually pushed Ash to the side. Why to take them till now to do that? I don't know. But it was nice to see Ash be pushed to the... Or maybe, you know what it is? Last episode, they saw Ash was with him and saw how much of a difference he made. So they're like, fuck it, we can't have trainers come in no more. We gotta make sure this one here, who's in the Masters 8, is not cheating Go in getting to his goals or something. But I don't know, there's just something funny about that. Like how it's just like, oh, now Ash has to be stuck here. Like, it would have been nice to have seen Ash stuck with Drake up there while Go stays in the bottom and takes care of things under sea by himself. You know what I mean? Instead of having Ash be part of it, all the time. Yeah, so, yeah, the Masters 8 got a poster and Project Mew got a trailer, I guess, which is funny. Yeah, and that is it. All right, anyway, that's all I got to say for now. I don't have much else to add to the conversation when it comes to the Project Mew stuff. I mean, I really, once again, I want this to be abundantly clear. I really, really feel like the Rob Droid snitched on Ash. Yeah, I really, genuinely feel like I should be more excited for this. And if people are excited for it, then by all means, be excited for it. Really do. Like, if you're excited for the Go Project New, more power to you. Have fun with it. Go for it. That's what the series is built upon, for you to be excited about some form of concept that this series could have. But for me, I don't know, man. I really just felt like I can't join in on that excitement. And that's not a detriment to Ghost's character. It's just more so the way the core concept of Project Mu has been established in this show. Which is why I've mentioned since the very beginning, I've always said this since the start of JN, that I was always going to feel like I'll enjoy Ghost's character, but the story that he's going to be in, or the concept that he's going to be in, will not be living up to what could be there. You know what I mean? So that's just how I feel personally with this one. I think there's a wonderful concept, but the execution has a lot to be desired when it comes to it. So yeah. Uh, but like I stated, that's just at the end of the day, that's just how I feel. Still an okay episode at best, but I I really like certain things, and I really wish certain other moments of this episode were tweaked a little bit on the better side. But that's just all I gotta say for now. I'll give more of an input on this at a later point on Monday's Pokepod, when I get to redo the review and watch this episode again and see what I gotta say about it. So yeah, let me go and pass this on to the call though. I gotta go and hop into the call and see what the lovelies gotta say tonight. Hello, 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 hello there, buddy. You can hit the unmutes now. How you doing, buddy?
Stream play.
Oh man, but yeah, how's everything, buddy?
Good. It's good.
Glad
It's
to hear. Glad
still
to hear.
PC issues, so I'm gonna need your help. But like everything's okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're still having the issue, right? You don't have your thing.
Don't have PC. And he has Chromebook, and if I touch things, they will explode. So I need you to drag people in call.
Don't worry, I'll take care of that. I'll drag them in, and then you just chit chat with the chit chatters here.
Thank you. I
All right, but
appreciate it.
before we do that, though, of course, the most important thing is we like to hear your input, buddy. What you got to say about this episode thus far?
Of course. I mean, like, to be honest, I'm very much in the same boat as you. I'm very mixed on this episode as well. Like after the episode, I'm like, I didn't hate it, but I also didn't like it as well, just because it's the same thing. Like it all goes back to the pacing of Journeys. It's just the pacing from the start has been really bad, and in terms of like Project Mu, which, like you said, is a very unique plot line, they haven't been paying much attention to it until it's actually necessary. And because we're coming to the end of Journeys, it's like, all right, we have to wrap up Go's quote unquote story that evolved from I just want to catch all the Pokemon and eventually meet Mew to Project Mew, which is now like some other thing that they really haven't explored much. So yeah, it's like there's things I like from this episode, of course, like for example, Ash not being involved, of course. But my one issue with that too is also, why did it take this long for them to understand that yeah, he's not part of this, so why is he joining? Question mark. Like if this is Go development, then why? Um, than that, like here's the thing, like I like the two characters that gave them an issue, like they were the conflict, I guess, characters. But at the same time, like I wish that these characters were shown more in previous Project Mew episodes, just because you would have like understood, like, oh, like yeah, they're not good people. They want to stomp all over people trying to get to the top. So it would have like kind of made things a little bit better here, I guess, if that happened like twice, and then Tokyo is kind of just like, oh yeah, like, yeah, let's trust them, like we gotta trust people, and then goes like, nah, bro, because this whole problem, I think, which I guess it contradicts itself too. I kind of all over the place. I apologize, but in terms of like this whole plot line with Tokyo being like the trusting person and trying to teach Go how to do that, because we know that Go is very like to himself, like only trusts himself, doesn't trust anyone around him. And Tokyo is being the one who's teaching him, hey, you need to sometimes trust in other people to work with them. And like you think that's gonna happen, but what this episode just teaches you is that don't trust anyone because they're gonna mess with you in the end. So that's kind of like a contradicting point there, because it's like, all right, I guess you have to be like, oh, then I guess you can't trust anyone in this whole thing. And in my opinion, this felt like a Tokyo episode more than a Go episode, because damn, like even the ending too, where like Go lost, which again, like you said, I'm very surprised about too. I didn't know that he was gonna lose this. I thought Tokyo would lose. So it was kind of strange in that aspect. But I mean, like I have to rewatch this again, of course. I mean, like it wasn't a bad episode. It's kind of pacing wise, it's just a little bit all over the place in terms of the storyline. In terms of like the message, I think is very confusing for me, because it's like, what is Go supposed to be learning here? Because at the end he's looking, I like the ending too. At the end he's really looking and being like, wow, I'm still in like 7th place. And in my head I'm like, yeah, and you're still underdeveloped, and it's been so long. Like you've been a character in the series for so long and you're still underdeveloped. I don't know what to tell you anymore. There's a character here that literally you met in your childhood who's literally more developed than you are, and I don't know what to say to that. So I don't know. I really don't know. Again, I'm very mixed on this. Like I like the concept of the episode. I like that Ash wasn't in it. I like that he was from the sidelines. I thought that was really cool and just cheering him on. But in terms of just the execution, I don't know. And even him working with Inteleon, I'm like, oh, finally. I guess we realized we have this Pokemon. It's not just Grookey, so I don't know.
Which Grookey wasn't even in this episode, now thinking about it.
Which, thank goodness.
Huh, maybe that's why it felt so weird. There was a lack of Grookey. I needed something to hate, and I couldn't see his ass anywhere.
Yeah, it's a pro, and you're just like, I'm looking for the monkey. Where is it, so I can hate on it?
Yeah, exactly. Where's the little bugger? Damn it!
I know, but I guess like I wouldn't give it a score yet. I think I need to rewatch it. But again, like I'm still very very mixed on this episode in terms of like how it was handled. Like I liked it, but at the same point, like I still don't understand what they were trying to achieve. Like, is it a Tokyo episode or is it a Go episode? Because I really feel like it's more of a Tokyo episode in my opinion. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
All right, no, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, once again, it's one of those I got to rewatch it again to really give a more elaborate opinion on that. And well, we got till Monday to do that, so best of luck, everybody. So yeah, like why don't we go and see what others have to say? Maybe they have other opinions that could clash with what we've stated so far, and who knows? Maybe they'll even be more positive or more negative towards an episode than what one might assume. So with that being said, shall we go and start bringing some peeps into the call?
Of course. All right.
All right, here. I see here in order. I'm assuming the way you do it is in order from top to bottom, right?
Honestly, I just pick random, so you go ahead. You pick whoever.
How many at max do you normally pick in?
Usually like 4 people.
All right.
It depends on how many we have, so yeah, do 4.
All right. I'm going to invite 4 peeps in, and we're going to go and work from there. And then after that, I think the last one will do 5. Oh, never mind. We got a new person. Okay, we'll figure out how to do that later. Okay. So let's go and add in some of the peeps right now. So I'm going to go add Ebo. I'm going to go add Rexu. Hi, Prov. And Curl. There we go. Those are the first 4. And then after that, we'll go and add more members into the mix much later. So, Emmy, I will allow you to continue this segment of the show. And then, of course, I'll still be here. So do not worry on that. And I'll help you out when help is needed.
Thank you. Thank you for being my mouse. I appreciate it.
We roll and stick together, damn it.
Which is kind of funny because she's the one with the Pikachu.
Exactly. I'm the dog. She's the mouse. How does that work?
I don't know.
KG the mouse. No, it's Ruby. Damn it, Ruby.
Oh, I get it. Ruby and Emmy. New spin-off.
Ruby the mouse confirmed.
Yo. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
All right, but anyway, okay. So I'll pass this on to you, Emmy. I'll be in the background. Relax.
All right, no problem. All right, so I'll point to someone and you're gonna talk. Evo, go first because I'm looking at you. Go ahead.
Oh, jeez, Rick. Okay, I'm gonna be brief. No Grookey, 10 out of 10. But in all seriousness, I actually thought it was a good episode. We actually had a lot of answers we needed because people were questioning, oh, what's the stakes of Project Mew? Why do these all feel random? And this episode answered it. Better late than never. But I mean, at least they finally tackled it, and now we're about to reach the climax of Project Mu with the Reggies and all that, and eventually get to the next thing later with Reggie Gigas. So, but other than that, I think it was a solid episode to finally get into more depth about the Project Mu stakes. Other than that, it was pretty much an okay episode. I don't have any positive or negative reactions. It's just I expected this to be mediocre, and it was more than mediocre, but it's not great. It's not mind breaking, but overall, I give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
I'll let everybody else do the positive and negatives for me because I think we'll either have the same opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. But thank you, Evo. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Okay. Hi, Rob. Oh.
Okay, so one thing I already liked, Ash not helping Go. That should have been a thing from the start. I'm not gonna lie. Next, I don't know about you guys, but I love the part when Ash popped in during the call.
Same. It's so cute.
It was just boop.
It's like when people are it's like when people are on TV like, hey mom.
No.
I've done that twice.
Oh, really?
Hey, Go!
Yes.
I'm on TV. Now, the title of the episode is called the Betrayal Battle Royale bit. I want to know what the real betrayal was. It was either Layla and Shunya betraying Go and Tokyo, or Go betraying his own victory. Because I'm just gonna be honest, had Go not stopped Horace, he probably would have won by default and earned those 3 tokens. But then again, Go would have won. Had Go not won at all, he wouldn't have gone disqualified.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tokyo wouldn't have gone disqualified either. He was ahead of Go by 1 coin. He was at token. He was at 8 tokens. If he had not won at all, he would have been at 5. So did either of them winning matter? I don't think any of them. I don't think it matters if either of them won or lost whatsoever. I will say, without Ash, I feel Go functioned perfectly in this during the mission, during the trial, and I just, even without Ash's help, but help from Tokyo, I felt they were still able to make it through. I like Layla and Shunya's character in this episode. I just wish that they debuted earlier in the series.
Yeah.
They
I think
could
so too.
They could have been the main antagonists of the arc. They could have been the main antagonists of
yeah.
View. They could have tried every bloody way to stop everyone else from being chases. I don't know.
I agree because well I wasn't gonna bring this up, but I'm gonna bring it up now that I feel we could have definitely had like this from the beginning because this episode suffers a lot that we should have had all this last year. Like the chasers, especially as you bring up Hyperov. And had we had that, I feel like the stakes would have been high, especially towards the end with Go losing. I feel Go losing, we could have really gotten somewhere off of that.
Yeah, that's another thing. They mentioned that the trainers with 4 coins or less would be disqualified. My one thing is, how come this wasn't established at the beginning? Go would
Yeah.
if Go had known sooner, he would have known that his chances were on the line.
I think that with that risk, I think it was smart to wait a little bit because you can't just announce that right away. You have to wait until enough time builds up. But I do think this should have been established by at least the last mission that, hey, you need to eventually get more tokens if you want to succeed further. Because you don't need to address it in the first 2. But having said that, this is mission 4 that we had last time, and now mission 5. This is when they needed to know this stuff. So
And speaking
dropping
of
it last minute, yeah.
And speaking of smart, I like that Go decided not to trust Layla even though it looked like she was in pain. And it was actually smart of Layla and Shunya to actually come up with that sneaky little plan where the road bomb drone wasn't, looking, so that they wouldn't get disqualified for cheating. That's a pretty good thing. That was a pretty smart thing on them. But Go wasn't having it. But Tokyo was gullible, so
Yeah.
anyways, so now it looks like things are starting to get serious, but will the next trial really save Project Mu? I'm not so sure. Anyways, I think this is a good episode. Has positives, has negatives. I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Hyperpuff. Appreciate it. Kuro, go.
You only give me 4 minutes for this. Okay, I love this episode. God damn.
Thank you, Kuro.
Y'all are so mean. This episode is great. For me, it's a 9. It has its interests.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
Is it peak
Yeah.
fiction though?
Wait,
Kidding.
no, that's a Serena episode. No, this episode is great. And in terms of the betrayal, it's the betrayal of ideology because Go acts on brain, but his art was the one that spoke louder. Tokyo acts on art, but when you see the mission, he's the one that he navigates, he decorates the map. So it's always in a matter of when you go to a mission, what you have to listen to, your heart or to your brain, right? And in this mission, it's all mixed together because that's what their characters are, right? And I do like Intellion and Gardevoir. Intellion, when he was using liquidation, and we listened to Team Rocket's team that jazz thing, like, yo, this is Spy Family.
I know,
don't care.
man. I know.
That instant song was peak. It was amazing. I love it.
Yes.
I don't like that Intellion has mud shot because like it's like with Gengar and Sludge Bomb. It's like it's throwing shit. I don't like it. If you want a projectile, use Icicle Clash, or if you learned Aqua Break from Graplocked, Muddy Water from Swampert, or Breaking Swipe from Duraludon. But it is what it is. Speaking of new moves. Now, Tokyo has Confuse Ray instead of Light Screen. Why? Because Gary Zombreon used Confuse Ray. So Tokyo won because of a Gary tactic. And I like how Gary has more tokens than needed, so OS vibes with the badges. He's just flexing on the others. And he lives on Go's head rent-free. Like, Go was here to try to defeat Gary. Oh, Gary's out here like, shit. And
Gary is here. Go is a loser.
Speaking of loser, the 7 tokens shipping an L, right? So there's that. Asahi is a Whalmer, so more water type. Lila, the Perla chick, I like her character design. I wish that we could see more of that. But the episode, like it's great. Also, the Pokemon using to make all of those the storm of Spore and Smoke. Those are all Pokemon with Roselia for paralysis, Coughing for poison, Magby for burn, Jumpla for sleep. So it's all Pokemon with status effects. And in the games, they are all Pokemon caught in industrial eras, which is kind of fitting for the C-Mobile because it was like a oil thing and whatever. But yeah, this episode is great. It kind of shows that I don't like the idea of Project Mu because the tokens, the system doesn't make any sense. It's basically to cheat growth and masquerade development, because how can we feel anything for Go about this? Because it's midway, Trial 0 with Ninetales, it's the graduation, like how Ash battled Iris. These missions are the ultra class battles of Go, and the next one will be, the promotion, right? Because, Regieleki and Drago. So they are trying to, mimic the ultra class. And I don't know how to feel about this because the token system doesn't make any goddamn sense. We cannot feel any pathos or catharsis for this because, we're talking about a kid who wants to capture Pokemon. He never did a Safari Zone challenge, for fuck's sakes. Like, it's extremely difficult. And seeing Intelli not Cinderace, but Cinderace will have their time to shine in 3 weeks. No Grookey. No Grookey is good, right? No Grookey is good. Yeah.
Out 10.
Like Intellion being there with Asahi, it's great. I love that. And as for the opening, Ash is using Aura Sphere like in the Lucario movie. We are seeing the Masters 7. It's the Frontier Brains. Yes, so they are copying AG when it matters. right? They are copying the best series when it matters the most in visuals, not in robbing their narrative or trying to fix it. And for next week, we see the mayor of Freezington, and if Calyrex is to show up, it will be like, a 2-second cameo like Marshadow and Sun and Moon.
I don't know, man. It might be an Ultra Beast.
We cannot infer or debunk that, but we are going to see Lily. Moan has a different design because he has a beard and he didn't gain weight like in the games. And the music and the piano, it's the mother and daughter from Sun and Moon. Like if you see the notes, that's
I think
amazing.
that's the theme.
And Koharu will be there, so and actually that's actually another thing. Ash gets sidelined today. He talked more with Asahi than he did with Koharu in the entire show. I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that. But the episode has the hindrances. It's not perfect, but it was extremely enjoyable, and it really dives deep into Go's character of, who should I trust? Because Go never trusts anyone outside of his inner circle. He had problems in trusting Tokyo, right? And it kind of kept soft because, now he has to trust Tokyo, but Tokyo is trusting others, and Go is like very suspectful and skeptical because, even the ones I trusted, they backstab me, so I cannot trust strangers, but my friends are doing so maybe I should, maybe no. So it's Go's greatest strength. It's being sus of people. In this particular, chaser challenger shit, being sus of people is his greatest strength. And it kind of kept soft with the Celebi stuff because trust issues and whatever more. And the best thing is Tokyo wanted to withdraw, but Go was like putting the hands on the shoulder like how Ash did with Sobble. So we have a Sobble episode reference with hands on shoulder like, hey, you got this, don't worry. So protect energy that Ash exuded on Go, and Go is exuding on Tokyo right now. This is why this is basically a Tokyo episode too. And it's also, with the dream, like, hey, I have my chances, but you have your chances too. This is a one-time thing. We need to go all out. We cannot, abdicate our dreams for the dreams of others. Like, if we are not ready and we are not, full throttle, we don't deserve to get the mythicals that we want. You need to chase your dream. And it's kind of poetic that Intellion is there because Go never, had a good conversation with Drazile in terms of, pursuing the dream. He just caved them. Now he's realizing, he's learning from his mistakes. So there's some poetic justice here because yes, Go betrayed his ideology, but he's becoming better because of that. Like sometimes you need to sacrifice things in life to, have the better result. And if Project Mew are bitch-ass motherfucker liars and also mean guys, it means that Go has, the good mindset, right? He's big brain right there. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, folks. It's a 9 out of 10.
Ooh.
Okay, I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion. But, the whole thing of, Go's character, that's the thing that I find the most, I guess,
yes, it's
hypocritical for the episode.
It's mixed.
It's
I understand that.
Because Tokyo's on one complete side, where it's I am trusting of everyone, which that's not healthy. That's not good either, because you have to defend yourself at the end of the day. But then you have Go, who's borderline, not even borderline, just trust issues in general, which is not good either.
Yeah.
There's no healthy middle ground that I feel was found during this episode. It was kind of just and the thing is too, even the people who were cheating, they got rewarded anyways.
Yeah, that's the one thing I hate. I don't like that Go is basically rewarded for failure because Tokyo is basically piggybacking him in these 2 last missions. That's the hindering factor because if Tokyo didn't told the guy, teamwork with me, Go would already be disqualified today. Yeah, that's the problem because, Go is being carried, and I hate it. Again,
I asked Tokyo by everyone.
Yeah, that's the problem. He's not a character in his own right. That's the problem. It was always the problem with this conditioned growth and masqueraded development. It's a mess. But I like the episode.
Yeah, that's
Italian, I know you are a speedy motherfucker and Mudshot lowers the speed of the opponent, but you're just, you're just shooting poo. Like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck is this? It's literal bullshit.
No.
What the fuck?
So basically, Intellion is the monkey from Madagascar. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Thank you, Kuro, for your review. No, last but not least for this group, we're gonna have Rexy. So go ahead.
All right, so this is my first Project Mew episode. I have not seen any other, which might be a good thing.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, they managed to combine Fortnite and Among Us into one episode, and I liked it. And like, it was pretty cool to see him team up with Tokyo, who honestly, this is my first Project Mew episode I wasn't familiar with, but like, I liked him. It was nice seeing them team up and like his whole like the other members like team up with each other. Like that was cool, and that's something that would be interesting to see in like a game mode or like maybe a spin-off. Now, my favorite moment was when Tokyo was about to forfeit, and it goes like, "No, don't forfeit. This is your dream." Like in my mind, Go literally told Tokyo to be a bad bitch. Like, no, don't be sacrificing yourself. Like, fight. Like, I bet. And like, yeah, Go got his ass beat, but like, that was kind of good for his character because like, he supported their dream. And I do agree that like earlier, it should have been explained that like, oh yeah, if you have like 5 or less tokens, you're yeeted out of here. Like, oh shit, I gotta win this. And it was kind of funny seeing Inteleon and Gardevoir throw hands with a shift tree. Who they're both weak against. I'm like, what? Like Loki, like shift tree to a recently, but Inteleon, I'm like, how you still up, fam? And also, like, it was cool to like have him be like, "Hey, yo, Lila's a sussy baka." It's like, oh shit, you're right because like, I kind of knew it was fake because like we didn't see the Lipard get hit on screen. I'm just like, this feels so off. My god. But yeah, overall, I like the episode. I have my normal rating, which is a 7, and I have 2 crackhead ratings.
Oh my god, there's 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right, crackhead rating number 1. Polly wins the Battle Royale at Tilted Towers. Woo!
Oh my god.
And crackhead score number 2. John getting a smooch from his crush out of 10. All right.
What?
Okay.
Nice.
I'm joking.
Wonderful.
Oh, by the way, when Asahi is using the Pokemon, she clicks on this gizmo that looks like the scanner from the Horace mobile, so that's a nice touch. However, Go, buddy, Mudshot Inteleon before Scorching Sands Cinderace. What the hell? What the hell is that? I don't like. I hope Cinderace learns Scorching Sands. It will be good against Regieleki. I really, really hope so.
I really thought it was Sludge Bomb when I first watched it on the online earlier this morning. Like, I really thought that it was Sludge Bomb. So the fact that it became Mudshot was depressing. Also, Rexu, you literally just rated it as Among Us and Fortnite combined.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Yeah,
It's true. Like, it's true though.
Bruh.
It's true. What do you mean?
But yeah, so I thank you guys for our first group. Thank you guys for all your input, and I'm gonna let the second group in now too. KG, go ahead.
Right.
Mouse, go ahead.
Everybody, get out! No, I'm just nah, but we love you, peeps, though. Okay, so let me go and bring in the next set of peeps into the mix. Why don't I? And we're gonna go and gladly get them. All right, first one is going to be Cosmic. Let's bring you in. After that, Felipe. Then Joker. And then this says for Ty. So let's go. After that, we'll bring the next remaining ones that we got in here for the end. And then we'll go from there.
Yes.
All right. So take it away, buddies.
Thank you. All right. Okay, I point to someone. Okay, Cosmic, go first. Go.
Well, my opinion is interesting. So I will start out by saying this episode should not have aired when it aired. Ash served no purpose. I think that this easily could have been an episode where he was training for Raihan and let Go do his own thing. He wasn't needed, and that could have given more development to the episode prior because it seemed really rushed. But because of that, they didn't do that. this episode just seems out of place. It seems unnecessary because let's be real, we all know Go is making it. And as well as Tokyo and Gary. They need 3 people. Who else are they gonna pick? They're not gonna pick this new guy who I want to punch in the face and this new girl who I also want to punch in the face. So
Punch
I
both of them in the face.
don't know their
Yeah.
names. They just look punchable. That's all I can say.
Platoon.
I do though.
Yeah. My favorite part about the episode was that Grand Bull appeared. I'm a huge Stubble lover. And that was for less than 5 seconds. I liked when Ash photobombed the video. That was great. Appreciated that. What I didn't understand from this episode, though, so they have a ranking system, which we kind of knew they had it, but it was never shown, which I think is kind of dumb that it was never shown. But Gary's already done, so like, shouldn't he automatically get a spot? I don't know. I feel like if you actually manage to get all the tokens, I feel like that should just give you the spot.
Yeah.
Nah, he's gonna Scrooge McDuck those coins.
He's just gonna dive into them.
Yep.
I can see it. It's Gary. He can do whatever he wants. But
Rolling around.
I don't know. Like in terms of this episode, so it started out at like a solid 4 for me. I know that the last group really liked this episode. I didn't. I just thought it was unnecessary. I mean, I like Tokyo as a character, but I think they kind of forgot about him when he was introduced because he was introduced so early, and then all of a sudden they're bringing him back like, I don't know, like what, 80 episodes later. And both of his episodes I think could have been much sooner. And the fact that this is only the 5th trial mission and now there's only going to be one more prior to Mew, like it's just feels very rushed. I feel bad for this character. His character actually seems really interesting, which is why I give it a 4 because I like the focus on him. And I actually do like Go. I will say that. I just don't like this episode for him. It just wasn't his best. That's all I can say. But I would say if I had to give it an actual rating, I'm giving it like a 2. It just it just wasn't good.
No, that's okay. That's completely fine. I just find it funny. Like I always love like hearing the ratings from everyone because like it's a whole different thing. Like we could go from like literally a 0 to like 10, you know? So it's like, or even more than that sometimes. So it's just interesting hearing like everyone's perspective on like
Just the
an
placing.
episode. And how- Yeah, exactly. No, I agree with you 100% though in terms of like the placing. It all, like I said, this entire thing goes back to the pacing of Journey's. If Journey's pacing was so much better, I would feel for these characters a lot more. I would feel for their Pokemon a lot more. I would feel for the development a lot more. But I just don't remember what happens. Like I don't remember because we have so much like episodes in between, and like I said, the pacing is a mess. So, but yeah. But thank you, Cosmic. I appreciate it. All right, okay, Joker. Oh,
Yeah. This episode was
go ahead,
shit.
sis.
Well, okay, so I gave it a 3 out of 10, but after hearing Cosmic talk, I'm really thinking about moving it down to a 2 because this episode wasn't good. I hate the fact how like at the very end they were trying to make Go and Tokyo have like a moment, but when they've barely like interacted since they've been like little or whatever, that was like that sucked. I did like that there was no Grookey, but also I don't know who did this. Who put their Splatoon OC in Pokemon Journeys? Because the moment this man came up, all I could think of was Splatoon, and I was like, this is great. So the episode gets 1 point because of that. So yeah, I mean, Project Mew is so boring. Go is boring. I could care less about them. So 2 out of 10.
Oh, man.
That's it.
Yeah,
Damn.
Joker's with me.
Thank you, Joker.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. All right, Felipe, go.
All right, let's see. So I think this, even if you like ignore like all the previous episodes, like let's say this is like one of the earliest episodes, I still didn't like it because I didn't get that impact of like, you know, like any sacrifices. Like what was the whole point? There was nothing. There was no point. Go was gonna get rewarded for losing anyway. It's the same problem with the Articuno stuff. He's gonna keep getting rewarded for losing.
Yeah.
And I just love that at this time Ash is being limited right now, and I thought that was pretty funny because, you know, Oh no! Don't take champions into your Project Mew. Because let's be honest, if this was realistic, Ash would have like one shot at everything.
100%.
Yeah. Obviously they wouldn't let that happen, so that's why his Pokemon suck in that Articuno episode. But that's besides the point. Anyway, I give it as I'm not done judging it yet, but I'm gonna give my score early. I was gonna give it like a 6 out of 10, but I actually gave it a 7 out of 10 because there was no Grookey. So that automatically means 1 point extra. So yeah. I think what I really wanted to point out, I'm not sure if anyone mentioned this yet, but I really like Go's friend, like Tokyo. I like his perspective on the whole Project Mew as a whole. Like, are they actually just gonna battle Mew, or are they actually gonna befriend it? Because are they gonna? Because I don't think it feels right if they like actually like battle
Catch
Mew. Yeah, you might as well call them like Pokemon poachers, just in disguise as children.
They're gonna One Punch Man Mew in the face because Single Strike all the way.
I'm so happy
Like, I
everybody
don't
wants to
wanna
punch them.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't want to get into like morality when it comes to Pokemon, but what's the difference between like these like Pokemon, the Project Mew people and Pokemon poachers? Besides the whole selling them. Well, like
Like they're
is it,
catching
like-
it for research.
yeah, they're
quote
catching it for
unquote.
research, quote unquote. But like, are they
That
gonna
would have
at
been
least,
really
like,
cool.
friend them? Or,
You know what'd be really cool? Like this like bounces off your thought too. So you know how like usually in every series there's like an evil team? If
Yeah.
Project Mew was actually like low key the evil team, and like they find out that they're trying to catch Mew for the wrong reasons, and then they have to go up against like the leaders or whatever. It's a stretch. That'd be
It's a
kind of
stretch.
interesting.
But I would have given this episode 10 out of 10 because this will be like epic foreshadowing from Tokyo
Yeah.
himself that it doesn't seem right to like fight Mew. I'm sure
Yeah.
Mew could do it, obviously no problem, but I feel like Mew's more like playful type of Pokemon, not exactly
baby.
gonna go genocide on the 10-year-olds. Or at least I hope not.
Oh my god.
My thing of Mew is like literally movie 8, like Lucario the Mystery of Mew. Like that's the Mew I think of if I think of Mew. Which, like, to be fair, like what was Mew in that movie? It was like the heart of the tree of beginning, and it was basically like, all right, it got sick at one point, and I was like, all right, I guess it's dying with the trees. It's just a little keeper of things. It's very peaceful. It doesn't want to start anything, and yeah, it's very mischief too. So it's not like the killer type, So yeah,
Oh my
agree with
God.
that,
I mean, it's literally just a cat embodiment, but more like active in a sense where
yeah.
it just does whatever it wants to do and doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Felipe, did
basically-
you have anything else?
So basically, overall, I think it was a decent episode. I'm only giving it a score more than decent just because Grookey's not there, and that's also a plus, and Ash is not there. That's also a plus. But I guess Ash could have done more than just sit down there and just chill. He could
Yeah.
like actually have like on-screen training, like he claims to
Like
have.
what Cosmics was saying. Mhm.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I just really like Ghost Friend. I like his ideologies.
Thank you.
Even
All
though
right,
he's a
thank you,
little naive.
Felipe.
Alright.
Yeah, of course. All right, and Ty, last person for this group. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, well, I guess first thing I need to preface is that my score is not dependent on the fact that Grookey is not here. Because I don't like this Grookey. I don't like this Grookey. However, I like Grookeys in general. It's just
Yeah, I mean, I like Grookeys too. I chose Grookey for Galar. But that doesn't mean I associate it with the Ghost Grookey.
No, Ghost Grookey is on crack. I don't know what it is. But anyway. I mean, I guess my score for it first off is gonna be 7 out of 10. I think it was a pretty decent episode. It very much lost me in the point of the story, or like the moral of the story here, and I do agree with everyone in that consensus of like Go's really not getting anywhere. It's actually kind of feels like it's just the beginning of the Project Nemo arc for some reason. Like all these things that feel set up, it feels the stakes are here. There's opposition that feels like it's coming from multiple fronts, like with like the what is it called, the Battle Busters back in Black and White kind of thing, and it feels like there's actual ramp up. There's energy behind it, but that's only because like the end of the series is coming, and that's lit a fire under the writer's ass to actually do something. And for Go's character, it's been all over the place, and I don't expect anything less to just not follow this zigzag and all over the place mentality. I thought it was really, really funny that he was basically begging Tokyo to battle at that point, because it's just like he has little pride left, because he's been carried this entire time. He's never really, I don't know that he's never really done anything on his own, but he's basically done nothing on his own and still rewarded for it at the end of the day, which really teaches him nothing as a character and teaches the audience, like, yeah, it's fine. People will carry you eventually. And with Tokyo, I mean, I feel like it was so weird that he would just be like, I just want to give up. I don't know what I'm doing here. And I'm like, yeah, we don't know what you're doing here. You're kind of just here.
Because something Mew connects to Celebi somehow.
Yeah, Plant Child and Cat get together one day. I don't know. Maybe something.
Maybe Celebi is the catnip of Mew. We don't know.
Maybe.
Man, that must be a really trippy high. But I don't know really what else to really say about this episode other than, you know, I've always been frustrated with Go, so frustrated with Go, and I hope he goes away at the end of the show. Also, why the hell is Koharu in the next episode? I don't understand this. She has had no interest in doing anything with Go or Ash at all, and she's just suddenly, I just want to tag along. I just want to have friends.
See, I'm not doing this for me. I'm just doing this for Eevee.
There's an evolution somewhere in the goddamn Crown Tundra, so she's going for that.
No,
God.
There we go.
I hope
Eevee
Eevee
really
gets
has
lost.
Close enough, I guess.
It's gonna be a normal Eevee, but it's gonna be like an evolved form. Watch, nah, just kidding.
God.
Max Adventures Eevee.
Max Advent.
Maybe she thinks Snowy is an Eevee lover.
Sees a silhouette. Is that an Eevee?
I will cry.
Is that a shiny Eevee?
Well, I mean, they technically kind of are close to the same color scheme. You're not that wrong.
Basically. Oh, goodness. I don't know. I just... Koharu, I pray for you.
I'll just play the left track.
Oh my god.
Why did you have that all set?
He
had that right here, ready to use whenever he wants to.
He uses that all the time.
Hey, KG, you know what I also have?
What?
Hey, Joker, you're gonna love this.
Joker!
Oh my god, it's me! I'm so honored. Thank you.
Yeah, I got a lot of sound effects. My favorite one is
Baba Booey. Yeah, Joan says it right there in the chat. You have that iCarly control.
I do. I got all the buttons. My favorite one is also the Among Us one.
Oh my god.
You know what? That actually is kind of fitting given the theme of this episode, so I feel like it's not that odd to play or hear that song right now.
That's true.
But no, sincerely though, thanks everybody here who is in this section of the call for sharing your inputs though. We greatly appreciate it.
And Journeys is about as good as I'm gonna shoot it right now.
Oh my god.
So you're finally using it properly.
Why'd you kill it before the Lily episode?
Oh, that's true.
Can you undo that?
Ooh.
Do you have a button for that?
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm gonna use Healing Pulse.
Okay, open up.
Healing
It's
pulse.
alive now.
I cannot.
When in doubt, he'll pulse, I guess.
He'll pulse it out.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah, thank you guys. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do our last group. Oh, I'm still dying, bro. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna need a heal pulse after this. Okay, we're gonna do our last group, so which is Drifloon and Skyryan.
Yeah, let's go and invite them peeps in, and then we're gonna see where things go from there. So let's get it away, everybody. There you go. All right, Emmy, I'll leave it for you, buddy.
Of course. Okay, Skyryan, since you're unmuted, I'm going to let you go first. Go ahead.
Okay. Actually, I would go last. Have
I'm only saying you could go first because Drifloon is muted, so.
Yeah, is Drift actually
Yeah.
here currently? I can't tell.
If you-
Oh,
you're
sorry.
here.
Oh, there's
I had
the
to-
Drift hiding.
Oh, there she is.
I had
Okay.
to edit my
Okay, Drift.
audio.
That's okay.
All right, let us know if you're ready.
All right, I'm ready now.
All righty, buddy.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, so I did not have like high or low expectations for this episode. I was more excited of Tokyo because I think Tokyo is a fine character. I think all right, Tokyo's here. This will be fine. And by the time I finished the episode, I was having this like weird decisions like what should I rate this episode, because I didn't have any bad or like good inputs on this episode. To me, it was like, all right, it's just there. So I will put some high points on this episode. Like I will say like the moment with those two Splatoon characters, I will say that was actually I find them very interesting actually, and I'm really like excited to see what the future with those two, even though I absolutely cannot stand those two. And the moment with Go and Tokyo, I think it was pretty nice. And Tokyo is he's just like, what? Well, if we're all reaching for the same goal, why are we fighting for it? Which is a good point, because you're all fighting for Mew. Why are you guys all fighting for it? And that's why I'm like hoping in the future that Project Mew is an evil team, even though it's kind of late in the series to do that. But not too late to hope. And no Grookey +1. Yeah, no Grookey.
Everyone's saying that's so funny. I'm just like, yo, let's go.
I don't have a problem with Ash not being in the episode because it's finally like Ash is like not helping, because Ash has like helped throughout like the other missions like this whole time. Oh my gosh, why is there a car beeping? Anyway,
Okay.
Ash didn't need to help this episode, so I think it was fine that he just stayed in the sidelines. I didn't have like a big issue over it. Let's see what else is like something bad about this episode. I will say like maybe the concept of like the whole everyone, we're gonna go fight each other and we're gonna be the last one standing, and the title is extremely misleading. Like betrayal? What betrayal? What happened?
Wow, I did not even. Okay, no, there was a betrayal. The only betrayal scene was that not Purloin. What was the other Pokemon's name? Is it Purloin? No, the evolution of that.
No, that's the I think his name.
Yeah, but the point of the matter is that Pokemon was on the floor and they betrayed their expectations thinking that the Pokemon was actually injured when in reality it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's the only betrayal I could think off the top of my head, though.
Yeah, but the title is like very misleading. I'm thinking like Go or Tokyo's gonna betray each other. That would have been more funny. But now it's just like the betrayals near like the last 6 minutes of the episode of like, wow, writers way to mislead us. Everyone was thinking, oh my gosh, a betrayal? A Lola episode? No, this is actually a Project Mew episode, and the betrayal 6 minutes left in the episode. So I didn't like that. But otherwise, I think this episode was fine. I guess it's one of my like favorite Project Mew based episodes. I think it was pretty fine. I like Tokyo in general. I think he was fine. I like the moments with Ash and forgot her name. Her name.
Okay.
But yeah, I rated a 7.5. I think it's pretty fine.
All right. Thank you, Drift. Appreciate it. Okay, and last but my voice. Okay, last but not least, we have Skyryan. So go ahead.
Well, since really I was great. Well, here's what I think about this episode. This episode was a masterpiece in holiness. It's the first time we see Mauve here, and Inteleon learns Mud Shot. Ashton go see Horace once more. Go reunite with Horace, and they met Shunya and Lyra. Don't know the name, since we had to wait till Dub to find out. Halt. Daniki, he forbids Ash to go in there, and they have to fight. We saw Barbarical and Lyperd their first appearance ever since XY. Hey, they also have, and we never see Grookey here now. Oh well, maybe next episode. Thanks anyways. Now we can have Intelli, and there's no Cinder race as well. And if they're sure, we have if Mike B's and Gold. We have Vale, Merzen, Juplup, and Coughing Roselias and Magpie. And we'll have Horace in the go-ahead to battle each other. And Gary's revealed to have 12 tokens, and Horace has 8, and Goa is in 7th place. And they have so far, and this is just the beginning. And Go has to win. And he has to do whatever it takes to go in the product. And can't wait for Reggie, Lucky, and Reggie to go. And for Ash and Gary Showdown. As well as Lily's reunion with Moan and in the debut Calrex in the Crown Tundra. So think it through, and everyone needs support and hugify. Everyone knows about the Crown Tundra, but everyone on Project Miura. Now this episode is 10 million out of 10.
Guys,
Thank you.
I just realized you were wrapping your review, and I was like,
Yeah,
hold on.
I was like, huh?
I was like, hold on a second.
Something was different about this one.
I was like, hold on a second.
I was like, holy, I didn't want to interrupt him during that time. So I was like, oh shoot. I was like, oh god, there's something different. Hey, listen, those qualities, variety is the spice of life, as they say. So
Exactly.
exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that input there, though, buddy.
Thanks, you're welcome.
And
drop out the mic.
but yeah. So what do you guys say then?
If there was mic to drop, I would have dropped it.
Yeah, if we had that little audio noise. Where's our boy with the goddamn mic drop sound effect?
I know.
Felipe says I need a mic drop sound effect. There you go. You need one for
There you
Tyrell
go.
whenever he hops on these calls, man. That's the truth right there. But yeah, so once again, everybody who has participated tonight. Do we have it? No, we don't. Okay. So everybody who has participated in tonight, sincerely, much appreciated. Y'all have been great. Love hearing everybody's input. Once again, it's just nice to see more variety when it comes to reviews, and not just the people's of course, reviews on the episodes, but also just the variety when it comes to new and old faces we got here in the mix now. Would you agree, Emmy?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like we've grown so much. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing
I
your
was
voice.
just shocked. I mean, like, we got new peeps here. I would like to say, like, with Joker, Drift, Cosmics, Evos,
Yeah.
Johns, Skyryan, and just all these other wonderful folks who's been with us here. It's just nice to see more variety. And if you guys enjoy these here on the Twitch channel, of course, let us know. This is something I always love doing every single week when it comes to Reaction Nights, just to see how many people or how many people are out there that have opinions they wish to say but don't have a platform that they can use to speak their thoughts out. So, yeah, I'm grateful for that. And Emmy, once again, grateful for you for taking care of this segment of the show.
And I'm grateful for my mouse. Thank you. You KG. Hashtag best mouse.
I think somebody quoted you in the Discord chat when you said that.
No.
Like, thank you for being my mouse. What? Oh my lord. And for John, we were talking about the recent episode of PM 2019. So it is the 110th episode of Journeys. So there you go. With that being said, though, thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. We hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. We don't really have anything else planned throughout the week, I think. I know for you, Emmy, you got some things you got to take care of in the weekend, and I know I'm not going to be here tomorrow because I'm going to go and watch some Doctor Strange shenanigans, so that's going to be fun.
He's watching it.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
gosh,
we're
you're
gonna,
watching it.
after watching that, of course, on the Monday pod, we'll probably do a spoiler discussion on that now that
Oh,
some
thank
time
God.
has passed. Run, KG, run, what happened? Gingerbread man around here? What the hell? But no, sincerely, I have no idea how this film is gonna go, but I do have some comfy seats and all that ready to go. Apparently, it's like a bed couch thing.
nice.
I'm not really sure what the hell it is, but I'm gonna take a lot of pictures of it.
Oh my god.
So it'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date on that in social media. But thanks again, everybody, for sharing your inputs. Y'all have been awesome. Love y'all. And to those who are watching, same thing as well. I saw we also got another follower as well during the middle of the conversation. So thank you for the follow too. And thank you guys as well for helping us almost grow to 1,200 followers here. Once again, it's just great to see this community continue to grow here on the Twitch platform. So much love from all of you on that. I believe tomorrow, Tyrone, and TSS, they have their shenanigans throughout the weekend, so make sure to go and check them out if you wish. And yeah, let's go call it a night. Thanks again, Emmy, for your help. Thanks again, everybody else, for sharing your input. Let's go call it a day for today. And yeah, let's go and rate TSS. We got to give him some love, man. I think he is on his final part of Persona, so let's go and share some love his way. So with that being said, there'll probably be spoilers for Persona 3. Leave now if you wish to not get spoiled by Persona 3 ending. But if you want to see more shenanigans with Persona 3 and help TSS out on his side, make sure to check on that. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. We'll talk with all you lovelies in whatever video we make. Take care, everyone. And as always, do me a solid and make sure to have yourselves an awesome day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Let's see. I hope it rated.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, let's go.
Yay.
All right, perfect. Glad to see. All right.
Yay.
Hello everyone, Yo here. Thanks for watching the Pokemon Post-Discussion episode. If you want to see more episodes, then subscribe to our YouTube channel to not miss out on new episodes. As always, the future's in the palm of your hand. And happy monstering.